Patriots are, of course, on their way to the Super Bowl. That means many of their fans will be taking time off from work next week to travel to Arizona to watch them take on the Seattle Seahawks in person. And that means some of those fans looking for bargains on Super Bowl tickets will likely get scammed by the opportunist con men and women online. And Paula Flemming of the Better Business Bureau has some advice now on how to avoid being one of those victims. What's worse than being turned away at the stadium after you've flown all the way out there because you bought bogus tickets to the big game, right?
Right. That's a horrible thought.
Yeah, you got to go watch the game on some hotel room or something, some hotel room TV. It's a big problem, and I wonder if you've received a lot of complaints about scam ticket purchases after the Patriots-Colts game.
We have, actually. Unfortunately, we tried to get ahead of it and warn people, and I'm sure we did save a lot of people from this scam, but we just recently, yesterday, heard of someone that is now out $2,000 for Super Bowl tickets. So we're trying to encourage people, make sure you do your due diligence before purchasing these tickets. And as usual, you have a list of items of advice to avoid being scammed, and the first one has to do with trust. Yes, making sure that you are dealing with a trustworthy business, a legitimate business. You can check them out at bbb.org. All right, and getting details in writing, I imagine, is also important. Yes, a lot of people are simply going to Craigslist and wiring money. There's no details in Craigslist that's going to protect you from your purchase. So making sure when you are dealing with a reputable dealer that you do read the fine print and make sure you are aware of all of the details. And when you pay for the tickets, you should pay with? Credit card. Never wire money, never send a check, not even a debit card. That does not save you if there is an issue. A credit card is the safest way to go. Yeah, PayPal's another thought. PayPal you can use as well, yes. All right. Now, you also suggest, and this sounds obvious, but find a reputable ticket seller. Yes, and that goes back to the first comment, which was starting with trust. If they're reputable, if it's a well-known business, you're more likely to get a ticket that is legitimate than dealing with someone on social media, Craigslist, any of those sites that you're not protected. You also say watch out for the fakes and for the scalpers. Let's start with the fakes. How do you tell if the ticket is fake? Well, simply, we had the person that received this $2,000 scam via Craigslist just had a picture of the tickets and they look legitimate. Well, anybody that has a computer and a printer can print those. So it's very difficult. If you're just getting a picture of it, don't fall for that. It's the thickness of the ticket in all actuality when you receive it. And there's multiple ways. You can simply go to the bbb.org for more details, or you can go to the NFL website for how to tell the difference between a fake and a real. Yeah, the legit tickets are thicker, right? Much thicker, yes. All right. And as for scalpers, obviously you got to be real cautious about who you walk up to on the street. And Paula Flemming, we thank you very much for joining us. Thank you so much. That guy who lost $2,000 for the Super Bowl tickets, he wired the money. You'll never see it again. All right, that's our Money Watchers Business Lunch. On the news later today.